Okay. Since Sada is not here, let's try to do enough from where you are to like what would be your next step. I think it will be more beneficial instead of me like talking and like just we will focus on where you are at this moment and then we will try to go what are your next steps. It will be easier.
Okay. Let me grab a pen though. I lost it. So right now, we were doing the LinkedIn posts, but then we realized that on LinkedIn, like it's a more long-term goal. So kind of to to have to generate that target income a little bit quicker or earlier, we decided to focus on a more short-term plan, maybe to engage the younger generation, to engage them in some more creative stuff that I wanted to do.
Okay.
So I have started making TikTok videos. I thought that if I make about 15 or 20 together and then schedule, it will be easier for me because otherwise I don't want to stop in between and then have a gap. So now already I have done 6 of the videos and every day I'm making videos so that at least maybe so if today is, let's say, 21, so by Saturday 24th I can make all the videos and then start, because now I kind of have a picture of what kind of videos I want to make, and then from that, the engagement I get and depending on how people react, then I'll start making new videos as well so that it's more effective. And then on
So
LinkedIn
if
I'm
you
continuing the same thing.
so if you on, let's say, if you have already 6 videos, why should we wait until Saturday? Because every day we are waiting is a day we are losing as well, isn't it?
True, but I really don't want to have that gap, Like the thing is on TikTok, I told you I'm experimenting with things. I want to see what kind of videos are fun. Like I don't want to do the same talking kind of videos. I want to
Hmm.
take my time to create something new, though. So
Hmm.
that's why like I want to get like an idea how to, like, after making the few videos. By the way, those 6 videos took me like a lot of time because I was
Yeah.
like trying to keep it fun as well. Like I don't want to talk because I'll tell you what, okay. When I do post on LinkedIn, it's like I'm giving wisdom, I'm talking about something I know. It's very professional or it's very, okay, stiff, but that's not really who I am, honestly. So, like, when I'm making it on TikTok or Instagram Reels, I want to keep it like super fun. I want to do silly things. I want to do a lot of art stuff. So that it's more authentic as well. And then, it's kind of like I'm doing what I'm preaching. So that's what I'm targeting. So
Hmm.
Saturday, I think I'll have enough videos to actually start it. And then
No.
from the feedback I get, I can just go on doing the thing for
Hmm.
longer.
Okay. Okay. So you have a plan, right? Okay.
I have a
So yes, if you have a plan, then it's good because if you are going always going with the flow, I believe it will be okay. So what about
yes.
the okay? Can you update me about all the things that you have done? Now the video part is done. TikToks. So the first video on
Okay,
TikTok
so
will go on Saturday, right?
yes. So
Okay.
that's basic idea for the social media. And then of course on TikTok sometimes I'll go live and just talk about something, or if I get feedback I can share those feedback, like just to get more engagement, because I see that a lot of people watch TikTok lives. And
Hmm.
then what was I doing other than that? Other than that, I have to do the 3 days challenge, right? So I don't want to do a very long one, so I planned a 3 days challenge using Gemini Eduahodo generated a
Hmm.
virtual challenge here.
Okay.
So it's
So how
called
many, 3 days means
Unveiling
how
Your
many hours?
3 days Gamini komme duahako about 2 hours, but I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay.
So like what I was planning is because after generating the training, like it's like small seminar sessions kahadagotaka. But then I realized that misadaka miga mihunnani a lot of guided journaling and self-reflection. Though ekahalecche that I actually want to do, but depending on the number of people I have, I might be able to do it Hummer for longer as well. It might even be more than 2 hours. Though I can go for each individual if it's a less people and if they are willing and if they want, I can even do like separately for each one of them. And it might be really fun and also useful, I think. And
Hmm.
so main things are like identifying the core value and then using art therapy kind of as an inner compass. What I mean by that is like I learned it as an extension of self-expression, though. Like those people who are not really able to even speak openly about things when they make something or when they observe something, they're actually able to bring out that emotion from within them, though the suppressed emotions as
Hmm.
well. So I'm going to
Hmm.
experiment with that. I hope at least one or two people register so that I can actually experiment with that.
Have
And
you
that's the
announced it?
second,
Have you announced it?
not yet, tomorrow, right? Tomorrow is 22. So I'll start marketing it and
Hmm.
maybe
So
24
when should
hours, 24 hours or 2 days. For example,
go?
if I market it tomorrow, then
Hmm.
23rd nimegotang or 24th nimegota, I can keep it.
Yes. I think 24th gani may go okay, because let's say if you are planning something on 21st, the ideal way of getting the marketing should start on the first of the month, because you
Oh, okay.
see, now I will have everything planned for my weekend. I will have
Hmm.
everything planned for the upcoming week as well. So if we want to do, like, when we are thinking from the business perspective, it should be always, you should give people a hint that this is happening on this day. Okay, you can say the registration link I will post on 22nd, but then people should be aware that something is about to happen in this weekend, so that they that kind of something. Okay, this is the first time, so let's do it.
Hmm.
But in the
Yeah,
future,
that's
that you
fine.
should be always mindful. At least people will need around one. Give it always a 1 month time frame. So at the beginning, let's say you want to do something on July 1st. You first should
Hmm.
announce, should start talking about it on 1st June. Then you will be talking like creating curiosity, and then eventually, okay, maybe 14 days to it, you can open the registration link, and then you can keep on, you can like bring in people that things should happen, because people plan ahead. People, everybody is busy basically, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
True.
Okay.
So should I keep it like open for some time or
Hmm. I think you can keep it open for now. Now, the thing is, you have 20, 40 people in your group. So this is
hmm.
not a public announcement, but whenever you are doing anything in the public, you can see, what you can do is you can say that in the comment section, you, or maybe at the end, you can say, I have something like, I'm going to talk about this topic, or we are going to create something, like we will directly not advertise on the LinkedIn main page.
Hmm.
You get my idea? So usually
Yeah,
earlier,
group ka.
yes, when I did the $27,000, it was already directly marketing on the page. But now what we are
Hmm.
trying to do is we are trying to build connections with people, and that through that connection as a private thing, we will be trying to bring them. So this idea is, it's not trying to sell, it's more of helping the person. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So in like when you
Okay.
are creating a post, so I what I have done, you could see like on my by LinkedIn, I have done something like that. In day before yesterday's, I think it was yesterday's post. In the yesterday's post, in the comment section, I have commented on my own post saying that I am going to do this. So I told you that I have been like learning from these LinkedIn experts and identifying what they are saying. So here in the comment section, I have said that I'm about to do a 3-day free webinar on five-step blueprint for employee transition into entrepreneurship. So like 49 people have seen it.
Okay.
Try to
Okay.
come. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So what else is happening there? So what you had in mind is identifying core values, art therapy for inner compass. What else?
Compass, and then I think reflection multiple. And then Megamini taking action neki aparting. I think I have mostly tried to keep it on a enough that acronym narrate, affirm, and focus, but I have changed it into this self-reflection, then art therapy, which is like the affirmations create Qurani using that. And then here I have put Anakache action though. So what will your action be? It's an exercise like me gaminani goal setting na me guided exercise to help them take 3 goals, to make 3 goals that they want to achieve. And then me smart a method benon koggen goal setting principles ekala set kurando. So it's
Hmm.
like a small exercise, but it will be helpful because then they have 3 goals they can like instantly start working on. So that's
Hmm.
what
Okay.
the 3 days are going to be of. Then in between, of course, if they want to talk, if they want to share, if they want to experiment, like if depending on the time we have, we can do it.
Okay, good. So now that you are ready for the free 3-day challenge, what should happen is the first thing is let's come to this framework where you see my screen.
Yes, we can see.
Can see, right? Now, whenever you do a 3-day challenge, I want you to always focus into this framework. That means like in the first section, let's say it's a 3-day one. So in the first day one, it should be like content. So you help them, let's say, what do they want? Like just give an overview of what your 3-day challenge is about, and then you give them a little bit of an insight of what they will be learning about. And then the second step in the first day is you connect with them, so you tell your story. Always, the day I mentioned, you always get the permission. Whenever you want to tell your story, anything, why you started this one, what resonated, you always ask for the permission. Can I share my story? And because it's done on Zoom, always ask them to engage. If you want to share my story, can you put yes? That format, try to follow. And then the other thing is you let them know that there is a community. So let them know there is a community, and then so you have the already the people are in the group. So what you will do is at the end of the day, you will say KTA, so the key takeaways for the day, and then you will say the key takeaways for the night is, and you will put a blank, just it. And then in the comment section, like the other day I ask, what are the key takeaways for you? You ask them to comment in the, like after, so before coming to the next day, they have to comment in the group post. Now the idea of this commenting, why you have to do is because the other people in the group, let's say 3 people register, 1 person comes up. There might be incidences where nobody comes up. Okay, don't worry about nobody turning up. Like even 10 people registering and 1 person might not come up, that might also happen. You remember the Mindpreneur challenge we did? It was, I think, the last night only you. There was one other girl. In the first night, we had 75 application, but first night 12 people. Second night it was 3 people, and the final night it was you and I think Liza, that two of you only. So that is the normal pattern, especially when it's free. But the thing that will change is once you do the whole plan, 3-day plan, you are confident that, okay, I am not new for this one. So you have done it. That's the first reason, that first thing we want to achieve. The second thing we want to achieve is you know how to deliver it. That confidence in delivery, you know what the content is. Also, because of the questions they ask, even if 1 person attend, because of the questions they ask, you know how to change it the next time. Okay, so the KTA and this, always try to collect video testimonials whenever possible. Like let ask from people, and when you start at the beginning, you have to, like when they sign the form or like fill the form or anything, you have to get the content. Like whatever we do in this challenge, I can use it for my marketing purpose. So people should be aware it. Like the other night, Sada said, okay, my Muruga is not correct, but she has signed the agreement as well. But then she is not prepared, and then she said, no, this photo shouldn't go to social media. But whenever I do something, my intention is I should get that permission. Especially if it is a free thing, I should have that permission. So like just be aware of those points. And now the first day in the content section, whatever you have in mind, you will deliver. That means you will give value to them, but your purpose for that night is you build the connection with them. So you give the content, you make them like this, believe in yourself. Then on the second day, you are trying to identify their pain. So like because you have engaged with them, you have built a good connection. Also, you can use some of the PQ that positive intelligence, there are techniques. So use some of these techniques, and because you are able to like help them calm themselves, rubbing their fingers or anything, or maybe the anchoring that we did the other night. If you can do any sort of those things, actually it will be something new for these people who come. Anybody who comes, this thing would be new, so they will enjoy it. what you want to prove to them is you are capable of giving them this, whatever you are given. And then the second night, what focus is like, what is the pain? What are they going through? So your intention is to build that connection and from them extract what are they going through, that extraction process, what are they going through, and how will you, so you can like in the pain section you can have questions defined where you ask them question, like indirectly. It might not be a direct question, indirectly you ask what problems they are going through, and when they talk about the problems, from your solution you are giving a solution. So you are saying, okay, if you this program that I am doing, the 6 weeks program that I am doing, you have your own course. So the program that I am doing, these are the things that. So what you are doing is you will teach them one element of the your total 6 weeks course. Like in the Mindpreneur Challenge, I taught you how to create that course, like how to niche down and how to have a framework of your course. So you believed in that. You know, okay, Shaina knows something. That belief came, isn't it? Like that you ask from their pain and then you give a solution from your program. And once they are done with the, like use the final 20 to 25 minutes to do an invitation. So in the third night, what you are trying to do is you invite them to your program, the final program, paid version. You talk about the program, what is included in the program, and then you say okay, this program is maybe $100 for 6 weeks, $300 for 6 weeks, and then you do it. Then you handle the objectives. Handling objectives is basically when you start like to talk about charging, people will have a lot of excuses. So they will ask questions, and the more you do, the more you will get better. So don't worry about it that you cannot handle the question. The first time, okay, you might not know how to answer. The second time, you will do it better than the first time. This is the practice rounds that you are doing, and eventually the target is you will master it. So you handle objects. What are the kind of questions? So whenever after doing the session, every night you go and watch the recording. Like what are the things that you didn't catch because you are busy? You are busy, like you are always busy teaching, isn't it? You are busy explaining something, so you might not notice the one of the chats they did, or one of the like comments they questions they asked, you might have missed. So this invitation, and then as you go along you will have people who can talk about the program. The first one, there'll be nobody. But in the second one, there'll be somebody from the first program that you can invite. Can you come and talk about the session that we did? How it impacted you? That kind of, like, you remember, I keep on asking you, how did it benefit? Because you are coaching student, how did it benefit? So the purpose was for the other people to see that you have benefited from my program. So once you started like the first batch of paid program, you can the free challenges, you can bring people from the paid program always and ask them to engage, to talk about what they have experienced. Now on the third day, you will start with the invitation again, and you will again ask, do you have any questions about the invitation? The invitation I gave. So the FAQs, you will discuss the FAQs, and then you will again, every day you will give value to them. So that's the purpose. Every day you will give value to, so you give again value to them, and then how committed are you? Like they express their pain. So you have expressed a solution to them, and then what you are saying is, how committed are you to solve this problem? At the end of 1 year, where do you want to be? And at the end of 6 months, 6 weeks, what do you want to achieve? So you like get the commitment from them, and the final part of the night would be to celebrate. Okay, like the first challenge, this is your first challenge. So okay, we did it 3 days, we have done it. Bring in a little bit of music, celebrate it, and key takeaways, the testimonials, those things you try to collect it. That way you will enjoy. So always, whenever you do a free challenge, if it is a 3-day thing, go with this flow. It will work. So in the second day, at the end of the second day, and at the beginning of the third day, you are pitching. You are doing your sales pitch. You have been doing it in the program, so you are very familiar with the words and how to like twist the words. And once you start with the real, now whoever who has come to your group, did you ask the golden question? Did everybody answer the golden question? I think you didn't follow the process, but you brought in people other ways, isn't it? How many
Yeah.
people answered the golden question?
I Which question was that? I talked to a few people, not a lot of people.
Hmm. Because if you have asked the golden question before accepting them to the group, you know what problem everybody is going through. The major
Oh
problem in
yeah,
their.
I think I told you, Kannaga, the people that I talk to, they are parents, most of them. No, the
Hmm.
people who engage with my posts are also parents. Parents that are kind of really into self-development, I would say. They really like
Hmm.
content from leaders. They really like the content about leadership and all. And they are the people who usually react and comment also.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, we are just take this as one of the experiments. Like in the TikTok also you are going to experiment. So this is also take it as an experiment. You invite. Doesn't matter even if nobody like joins, but your target is from the people who sign up. You have to take one like 3 to 5 people, free people to the your actual 6 weeks program. Why do you bring free people to the program? Now, from the free challenge, I'm talking, you are taking 3 to 5 people free to the your actual program. Why?
Yeah, I think first of all, it's a great way to market it. And a
Yes.
second, maybe that kind of like they are taking some value away, so they'll be glad that they joined the free challenge, and they'll be talking about it also to the people they know though that this
Hmm.
has happened. They'll be grateful as well. So kind of like a barter, I would say.
Yes, that's the thing. They will talk about the like value they got from it. So you are able to collect. Now, when you bring in somebody to the free challenge, always create the contract. Have a contract ready. So they will be promising to give you testimonials. And when you give tasks, you have to design the task in a way that after completing each task, let's say 6 weeks program, after completing each week, these people should give the testimonial. Like it's like not asking for the testimonial, but the program is designed in a way they have to give the testimonial. You understand what I'm saying? So, like basically, by the end of 1 week, let's say you have 3 people. Let's say that's the reason why I am doing it for Sada and you for free. So by the end of each task, when I ask the question, like you have to talk about whatever you learned, and those videos I can use as my testimonials, isn't it? So you can design it in the way, in that way. And the other thing is now, if you never start this program, you will not know what is working in this program and what is not working. But by the time these 5 people finish the first 6 weeks without anybody paying, you will not be afraid to make mistakes, isn't it? You will be very confident because it's free. Even if you make a mistake, it's okay. And you are just testing your product. So that's why you do the first round, even if there is no one who is going to pay, doesn't matter. Bring in 5 people who you will do it free. And by the end of the 6 weeks, okay, you know. But then as you go with the 6 people, the next month also you announce the challenge. Again, you bring in people. Again, you try to sell. So you will be like every month this happens. And because every month this happens, slowly people will start come. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So every 3 day challenge should go like this, and your target is to bring in people to the 6 week program. And in the 6 week program, your target is always like you might think most of the people when they are creating course, they think, okay, I have to give a lot, I have to teach a lot. No, you don't have to teach a lot, you have to teach a process, a proven process that works. That's all that is necessary, a proven process that work. So like your thing is very art and creative, so they enjoy it, and then they feel that like their true essence is coming up, their inner self is like expanding, and they believe in themselves. So that's all that you want, isn't it? So slowly, as you finish the first round of like 5 people, you will have the whole course validated for you, because you will be asking after every week. You will be okay, what worked for you, what didn't work for you, what should I be changing? You will be asking those 3 questions in every class. And that way it will work for you. So do you have any question on this process?
No, clear.
So try to celebrate as much, like like even when they do a task, you give a task to write their like vision statement. So you use some music, celebrate. Okay, now that we are confident that we know what it is. And I don't like the music part, so I am avoiding the music part in my program. But you are somebody who loves the music and everything, so you can bring it, enjoy it. I always like to go at the serious way.
You were exploring the more funny side. What happened to that?
No, I want to be funny, but that doesn't mean like any like music will come into any of my things. That kind of a thing. I want to
Oh.
be the funny person. Like when I talk, people will feel that okay, I am funny. That kind of like that vibe I want to bring in.
Yeah, there are some religious scholars who are like super witty. Like this Yusuf Istas, I used to listen to him all the time. He's the funniest guy on the planet.
Yes.
Like even when they talk about something so serious, they can be so funny.
Hmm. And by nature, I'm not a funny person. So I'm like trying to become like what would I say? Somebody that is not me. I'm a very like what would I say? Very serious, very to the point person, and who will talk, 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 talk. Okay, Sandra, anything that we should add to this plan, 3-day plan? Anything is missing? Anything that should come in?
Uh, no, 3-day plan, I think we don't need to add, but the main thing is like with the lessons that I learned is like uh, before the 3-day plan, also you should like pay more attention, clear idea about your niche, right? So you have to
Yes.
be very clear what is your niche and who's your audience.
Yes. Yes, that clarity is very important. And enough, let's do the your niche uh, task again tonight.
We did
So
it the
to do
last
that,
time too, right?
did you do in the last class? But you are not clear.
No.
The LinkedIn post were all over.
No, we identified that now what happened there was that my niche is actually that 35-year or whatever person who is not themselves, who is stiff and who is very serious and to loosen them up. That's my niche. But the thing is, when I have to market, I was talking about marketing it for businesses, managers, that because those
Hmm.
people are going to hire me. So there was a gap there. No?
Okay,
So
okay, okay.
we decided that we will market that person itself, and then the companies will hire anyways if they want, if they have such people, right? So that
Hmm.
might come later, but for now, I should just focus LinkedIn on those people. And then I said that this could work more on younger people because of the kind of program it is. So that's why I
Hmm.
decided to go for TikTok and all because there the engagement might be more.
Okay, good. Okay, so now I want you to do is you have your 3-day coming plan is coming up. So I'll give you 20 minutes and I want you to go all in, and at the end of the 20 minutes you know exactly so did you note down the framework that I gave? The content, celebrate
Yes,
content
I just did.
connection. Okay,
Yes.
so in those 9 boxes, what should be in the content? What should be? Oh, many. Yes. What should be in the connection? What should you do in the community? How would you tackle the pain? How would you tackle the solution and invitation? So everything in this plan, maybe not 20 minutes. I'll give you 30 minutes. So just plan it out. The total plan. Before that, Sandra, let's take a photo, and because Sada is not here, you can maybe leave. It's a little bit late for you as well. Okay, so let's do a photo now.
Okay. Okay, smile. Okay, your eyes are closed, Shahid, once again.
Sure.
Okay, smile. Okay, done. Thank you.
Okay. Sandra, can you go to Canva and let me just so share with you. You are using the Sandra. So I want you to, whenever you take the class photos, I want you to go to Canva and create a new sheet in this file and paste it in the file itself. That way, because when we save it in the folders, whenever we want a photo, it's not there. So this link that you open that one, create new page in the same file, like do a duplicate and
Okay.
then paste tonight's photo. So
Okay.
when we want to like edit also, it's easy to edit there. It will be uploaded to Canva. Okay, now, so your 30
Yeah.
minutes starts now. Go all in, and I want you to like deep dive. Okay, this is what I will be doing in day 1. This is how I will collect testimonials. This is how I will do the problem solution. This is my CTA and then like the call for action and the FAQs, how you will handle the objectives, everything. Let's go all in and do the 30 minutes within 30 minutes. So I'll just be here by it's 8. What time is it? 10, right? 10:15. So by 10:45, I'm just around. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Come on. Done.
Not yet. Day 2.
Come on, stuck over there.
Not stuck. My brother disturbed me.
Oh, you should keep your doors locked from now on.
I
Whenever
really
you are in a
should.
You have an idea, right, about it? Let's discuss
Yes,
what you have
I'm
done, like so far,
almost done.
so that we can
Waiting
like.
2 minutes. Like I'm trying to just put your Anipati framework, the things that I already have.
Okay. So you can, you have the framework now, you can do it, maybe the rest of it later. Mearu, so your target for tomorrow is you will announce your free challenge and Google forming hadaf abadus free challenge hadair Google forming hadaf register kollam bunilambani. Inge? So that you have register Google form hadairo me I think you did the mindpreneur form hadali karne main challenge ki ko bahaye me har address kuram sualu innam jehen inge erong you have an idea what they are whoever is registered in why they are registered sualu kollam varne so that you know in the future when you develop programs me mi honge me problems ta kasheti manne attend wan jehen the let's talk about
So Google
what you
Form.
learned from the Kike ಬಿಡೋದಿಂತ
No, just that I need to make the Google form.
ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾದಂಗ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಕೊಲ್ಲ so let's see even if misalaka for automatic nobody might like bes me attend no dan not even register en vijja register no coffee kam gajja ka veste man hamare schedule kuriya misaka diawar ka doge ge pella pe mi honge kala plan to dan mi ha carry maybe we should announce for a later date madama kura kam gajja hinga next mi weekend hisabak kurama kine bana
Yeah. So yeah,
Now
around.
is tiris weekend.
Okay.
Erong I think kala mi honna time kolali bena karne do. Mi ako nasi kamuga vedja like your frustration kudo ko ikala mi hage kan not enough feeling annan.
True. Okay.
So okay, my question was mi do beli mi de video de tives bala levunuta.
Yeah.
Okay, what are your observations? I want you to like discuss about because these little things that you watch from other people's videos and other people's kike bunan liye found a post, you should always collect those things as your toolbox. Inge, your coaching I noticed that you don't even remember the coaching framework we use in DLCC,
I just
right?
remember it as I wrote it also before the session, like nothing and me hang around trust building, and then clarifying the question, and then exploring the possibilities, letting then open mind open answer questions ask kurung, then clarifying the problem and then action plan. This is how I remember it. The exact
Mm.
ekkala gotakang handadno yes, this is how I usually go.
Okay. Eka, maybe you were not there करने फोन class तक you didn't attend करने though I asked you to attend some of the classes करने ega मेरे मी तंकुले बोर्डा मी strategize कोल्ला फेनाने मिसाला का फुर तमे मी हाँ ऐसा वाह कदक कम फेशीमा मी you will listen to the person. Okay, mero kung kama kahiya badal kollam benu mani no, to kung kama kawaha ka dakkalam hiya session ne
Hmm.
ka request kolli sualu kolli miha buna bas bahuge terein you did it somehow by words tan nagagen kuri misala ka I'm saying I'm stressed ehem buna fi kamuga ja stress se ti bunani ki vegen he what do you mean by stress ekamako etang muhimmu tang kola ki when you say stressed misala ka if I don't use the word overwhelmed you shouldn't use.
Hmm.
Ijjete mero hare beenunnu kura misaka negative emotion ne takole ti bodu kollam wegen evves bahen hare beenunnu kura bahe genes gennuan aba dese kala me question ask koggen like what do I want then eka me feshumuge kurin miedu mi session ni meru what do you want to achieve esualu annan jehan misala ka initial wahaka dakkalafa okay stress para stress fe ki kehiye tibunani ka misalignment tibuna bahuge maane ki ko bahiye egota like you ask those questions ek clear kof eti trust building nammi ek aduha kan listening ba mi dakkalanege aha for them budani okay mi eduge mi session nimigen dairu what do you want to achieve ema like I have to say what I want to achieve etika client lava bunuan jen erunta eka nafge session ga at the end of the day mi session ni meru mi ani kame hanne chibeje ta nafge session successful di ehenuni am
Hmm.
kan success like we went on too long as well then
Usually with clients hamahan though, because
hantu
ega
edi
like I go more prepared as well though, ekada format wes balafa because sometimes ekada form ga noni wahakada kara mehun bunane okay timanna miyani kame vegenne mi annani wahakada kam beenume. So I do a little research also on that, like mikahala
yes
mihunna kon kahala helping he kureveni though. So I usually have a like a warang ginain kuraka meme because I don't know the religious echedo. Sort of warang ginain kuraka me religious court taka a problem hoda for battani in case no that I can use it. So like
Namar,
when I'm doing it with a client, of course, like bala for the need of prepare
you're
again.
mindful. Oh, okay, okay. Eme ma ekale eha sabung session ka mero like what do I want to achieve? The misala ka mero normal not I'm not talking about our session but normally session ne nagairo like I might say I want to do I'm having problem with 3 or 4 things. Ekamako ekala coaching
Hmm.
session ne ekala 1 hour yang eti fit kurumattaka okay, you mentioned that you have these 3 problems. Out of these 3 problems, mer kommastaleng hallu kuri me heye emme avaha peace of mind libani no emme avaha natija effennane. Egotang ahafa eka thing hataro problem hifagen anna mi haya a problem miedu session ga work kuran a problem not the problem maximum. Eti identify kuru enjehan. Inge?
Usually this happens. Ekala. This might be something. This happens sama warang often though. Usually mo ngannani one problem aage misala ka bonani ti manne time manage kura karne ge noni productivity and naade though. Ekamo at the end of the day ekala they'll be talking about something else and then na yeah relate kuram badayar was related not kureven because their actual problem might be very different though. And then they will go okay realizing that aslu me problem mageda, and then the actual problem that they came with it's never the
It's
issue.
nothing. It's nothing, right? Surface
Yeah.
level. Kamugotiga miha ko problem me hifaga misaga coaching session na benumba miha mi annani okay ene misala ekan nukure time manage nukure miha ena asu time manage nukure gene annani ekam time manage nukure ge ule masale ki enage pirmiha yade mi hunge kolonta misala like that. So එහෙම වීම මේ එහෙම එක මෙබුණනේ එක ෆුරතම initially එනේ අවාහක දක්කා පේනේ බේනුම් කුරා phrases ත බේනුම් කොගෙන් you pick up the phrase තිබුණනේ කීකේ හෙය කියා කොමිකොද වාහක දක්කා ලිමෙන්ගේ දැන් එන කැරි බුණානේ කොම්මස්සලෙන් හල්ලුණු එකෙන් හෙය මෙවලනේ දැන් එන එක ඕකේ බුණා time manage නුවගෙන් නෙමෙවලනේ time manage නුවගෙන් නේ බුණීම time manage නුවගෙන් උලිනී like මේ කොන්කමෙන් දිමාවාති හෙය මිසක time manage නුමේ බුණා බස් elaborate කොල්ල බලාෂේ like you asked to elaborate. So when the person elaborates එන මෙබුණනේ okay then එන එක්කල list one of those things. Gina Faharo. They when Karmiharo meet the Kiwahakataku you have highlighted 5 points. Me 5 points the terrain. Okay, what do you should select as near the solve college? Then Wahakatakamundar by far Badaluedan. Like Aslu Tibunigota in a time management as okay, and a mule and husband at the Dima, Masalas of all nuclear. A Wakisam on surface level long as and Magina Katakam you can again redirect. Miharu Kuriga as to Wahaka the Kali, time manage no Kure Wahake, Kamako Boda make the conversation Midagotung, me what I'm feeling is me, what I'm hearing is husband adami masale jehege mule wahake ehme ma aslu me adu mane result ka hame gendani mi problem to like you again ask the question egotang half okay like when they have a question solve him erung ekala at the end of the day kala session gadi and nimmalam ves help the devani eru anekkolung then akami hunge abadu sunar gina wahaka dakka like ahasa ko ekala stress effect mi ha circle ko wahaka dakka do එහෙම මේනගේ වාහකත remove kuruwan ඒ වර remove කොල්ලා එන focus kuruwan වර මුහිම් වань ඒගොත ගෙන්ගොස්ස okay solution නිම්මාලා then මේ අර එක framework එක සින්නන් affirm කොත් දෙන්ජන් එක තංකොල බොඩේන validate කොත් දෙන්ජන් මේ අර තිබුණේ තින් වර බොඩේ බදේ හැවෙනුන් හෙය you have that potential within you නොත තිකන් හස්ට හල්ලු කුර වේන කුල දානක බොහොම හෙය නොත මේ හොරියා දොස් හල්ලු කොෆ හොරි කමෙන් නුන් හෙ මියදු නුකුරේ ගෙ මිහොල නිකීබේ එම problem identify වීම ena karen bunani discuss koffa miyang huri solutions takaki koba. So what do you think are the solutions? So 1 2 3 4 5 goes to 10 na hisab wes ena karen list kure that depending on how much the person comes. Then miharo if you feel miyang adi turu echen edu kollam benu vejje kam gajja ene kiya list echen edu es kolla devidan difa bunani okay mi list ge mihira kantattakuge therein like what are you ready to implement a implementation a commitment again session so what are you ready to implement implement kuram beno mane konka me budu mena budu okay timanne miharu mihira halatu misa husband adame me jiya masata ka balava timanne go try kureweni mide kantake no to think kantake okay ehem vejjiya me think kan kurane gotaki ko bahe what's your plan for the next 1 week or what next 15 days a plan na ki ko bahe em ena bunan jehne ena ge plan nena kering ahan jehne okay tikan kuriya timanne ingene kinen he tikan kurane time ki hinen he kurane timeline na ki ko bahe kondu hakwe kurane kinen he inge em ena nimigen dairu okay I should do this on Thursday I should do this on Friday I should do this on Saturday like the person should have ena ge dimavegen ule problem ta geteren a problem the person should have a plan egota එහෙනම් coaching sessions the visnani like when misal okay with me the session was more of exploratory than like when you come to take the session with me kala confused state again nani because like you think okay like you cannot do a session for me etin nani tado
That was exactly what was going. Like I was thinking, like how do I even do this? So like I was not thinking it as a session. Also, I was thinking more like, okay, let's do this like a conversation. And let's actually hear her out there.
but when you have kala ni program ka har kala framework eddenta mere framework barabar follow kura kamuga vejjamu like you have a thing erong ekkala you will know misalaka okay whatever kitame ehmegen like the post I wrote in the social media ga leuni post ga say like me CEO ka anet coach kodde ka you don't have to be a CEO mer misalaka miedu beli phone we session ga ena ekkala ekaka ekko wahaka dakka erena bunane me billion asti manna haya kure but I'm not enenno kurido phone even no aneka kuge session ne Brendan
yeah.
Butchard ena buneno
Hmm.
billion associate manna coach kodene ekama I haven't reached a billion yet. Ekama
Hmm.
because I know the process, I know what is happening in their mindset. Ehmema.
Hmm.
Eti annani. Inge. Okay, so what did you learn from the hinga Ali Abdallah in video learn kurikantata hinga I want you to the tangula budami process tere ya baddam benu embege meti balashe mi bune.
Hey, puratama video do.
Hembuna kanne de video hingiru de video
Do
misalaka
you want me to like tell you Miharo as a coaching session or like just in general Miharo again feel it?
Mero bodang I want you to think about the ekala me coach ge perspective visnambi inge a coach
Hmm.
perspective visna fa a coach ekala ne client help them wegen ena benum kuri mi ane to sta ke gen mi henge hi ma mi hemme ne like so I want you to like ek kike bunani dissect kollam bi session ga what your observations ta.
Okay. So puratama kamaka with what I would say is that the two people were very different in their methods. No? Meharo, Puratamana Belly video is about the medical person who later
Yes,
turned into a digital nomad. So
Ali
his
Abdal.
etiga wahakadeki coach Jodo. So a session ga he was being vara kikata bunani vara nice, vara polite, and he was like Mibuni whenever he mentioned something iturang ahada fane misalaka family ge wahaka dakaru like love. Mostly it was I think about connection and love though. So when he was talking about that connection, ekada he very softly made that whole loop come together. That was a beautiful to watch. Ekada, it was almost like okay, initially also he knew what the situation was, but he brought all the questions from here and there in the middle, like kala misa like a vara prompting question ahead of like he hama asked in the middle me okay, so ehem viro. So ekada connection do kollafa success hodagin anekka miharti hodani connection doe. Do like it those kind of prompting questions like it just hits you in the face. And I
Yes.
thought that was like
Eta from
really
ekala aha
amazing.
moment
No?
e har mengi ki aicha ki eta do eneng e aha moment
Hmm.
me har en mer eta ena kuri kama ke misala ka soro moment gengo se love moment gengo sa ena miswegen
Hmm.
mule etita do.
And I also noticed like the doctor guy, he was like Vara. He was actually trying not to say those words. He was actually hama like, trying to not give in. The Vara gada and hama ate try kuri. Ekama the way that he asked the questions, he had no other choice but to like get back and say, okay, so this is
Hmm.
interesting. Though he
Hmm.
used the
Hmm.
word interesting a lot. He just says, "Oh, this is interesting." That's that moment of realization where he knows, okay, then need to reach and admit surrender
Hmm.
kuran change hand.
Hmm.
So I
Yes,
felt
yes.
like uh, sometimes as a coach, there might be things people don't want to admit to, people don't openly want to say, but he showed very nicely how like he has smoothly aslo at bunu vidana you can just corner that person without being intimidating, without being like without
Hmm.
forcing judgment. Though if it's I have a feeling that this person is judging. I come as the coach, of course, observe kuri maige that meaning okay, furatama irusure baige kam miwago do. Ekamako
Hmm.
like very beautifully, very smoothly, and I ate it genuine and and that was really amazing. Devan
Hmm.
Etiga, however, in the other video, that person was literally attacking the client
Hmm.
then podcast ado hama ekada warag ekada direct kong ena sual kurido ega ena like I don't remember exactly ena buna iche ekamago hama wara openly hane hemveru mihen heye wani do like is this what
Hmm.
you're saying heye do like warag
Hmm.
ekada direct attacks kuraga alagotaka but I think that was important because the other person seemed a little bit egoistic, maybe a little bit. එකකලා තංගොල ස්ටිෆ් කහද මිහෙත් කන්නෑගද එකද he was open, he was vara honest type of person and there was something holding him back as well. So ekada directly asking those questions kind of maybe helped him face the whole situation. So
reality
it was like,
मेरा मी
yeah.
ठीक है
So it was like two very different types of questioning. Depending on the person, it worked perfectly well, I would say. I think that's the thing.
Ekannige muhim vachaki. Then, but I want you to kala question in ekanyan. What I wanted you to was a kala. Enage nuance the use kurigo. Yes, lo kala. Harvengeti gasinde tavar boda nuance the misala ka ena mi zaka ali abdal case gaming ena hilli mami boda ne kala narcissism gam kame ke do mi hange dima enage kala body. So me what I want you to do is go and follow this guy. Inge me Joe Hudson. Me no follow ko for try to every day me nage comments video e balale beto e sababaki ka mi haro mi you have done DLCC ekam DLCC ga armen ekal coaching ga annani hame kani coaching framework dengini foitta you haven't read the books as well kanne kitta hoitta
Cleaning up your mental mess. I think that's the book I read, and one more was there. MF
positive psychology
positive psychology also king. Ekamaku, there was another book. What was it? I didn't read one book. Kanne.
guru
How
ana
many
ya
books did How
six
many books
books
did you send in? 6 books. What were those?
ero furatam bechadim foitta ki Narfahong eka foitta badal ko fena no furatam bechadim foitta ngaro badal kurim pau bechu
I don't think I got all 6 books. I remember maximum 4 books.
Student holders. The power of your subconscious mind.
Yes, that one I read. I even did most of the lives, I think.
Positive intelligence are cleaning up your mess, the power of your subconscious. Then dini oversubscribed. TED Talk ka
Oversubscribed. That I did not read. Oversubscribed.
Then ini guru ana ekko dini.
Yes.
Emi ma e fenno ki aindi guru ana deti. So ekala mige beenumaki mi videos I want you to follow the kala religiously every day you go and follow this guy and kala 30 minute listen to this guy mi ena eka bara clever ko misala ka mihen indefa ena lomara la gotakun ena nikkuriya ruwara gotakun he is able to detect it mer ekala kuladana kame libunema misala ka gossami course creation ga mi program hinga irus wa gotaki the moment somebody says something you are able to detect it and you are able to solve it kala erum mi misala ka badama hinga abadu misnalan jen how can I me kala differentiate myself then miti be emmen huriyamen wes mi coaching certificate ta mi hadani coaching certificate hada fenner huriyamen wes mi kiyadani ekam like what will differentiate me I should have a tool that will differentiate me ema misalaka your mi mind priniya ya hisaban ama your tool should be misalaka vihimi hunge group ka you are teaching ase kiyavaderu mihaku suwalem mekurani kollima e suwalu den tibi mi vihimi hunna wes eti apply wa gota ege terega indidane faswana miha haibwana miha dihawana miha misem suwalu inna ekam ekal emiha ge suwalu annani hen gotake hen suwale enage nane kam da same mina mikura suwalu mine ene wes apply wa जवाब दे जवाब एगो ते ए माइंड सेट गा ट्राई टू लिसन टू दिस गाय ए कबार कल क्लेवर को एना मिसा के ना हिंदे मिला गोतो नेवा लागो तो कोचिंग है मिहारुति विस्नाल पांग बेते हैं ए कल व्हाट आई फेल्ट कल रियली इंटरेस्टेड वाज कोचिंग है मिहारुति विस्नाल कुंवा के ये माइंड गा दिए एसु वालो कोल्लेन वरगिना किने मिहारु एवी एसु वालो कोल्लेन Har vi gått
Hmm.
bunela de nimmala she like okay enen inge
Hmm.
ena nevala gotu ena de fahun nimmala ali abda ge nimmala ena bunenu eka misala ka nevali ma breathing ge karuge movement wenna gotun tibanne ati pahanga veye
Hmm.
watch this guy inge
Yes. Hudson.
ena hu ebori ene ko kudi kudi video kolota bese misala ka mi ki ehem mi ha ko ene asualu kura gota egotang ehem kudi kudi video ta ka chill se ebor inge
We meet a man who's procrastinating so much that he's having a hard time getting his
procrastinate kura mi ha kai ko bese nage e video ebe mi ge 2 weeks kurin hada fem video ves varasali I watch the am coaching session ne aslo mi ha procrastinate kurani ves biruganna tive that's why I realized that okay I'm afraid of failing I'm afraid of not being able to do this thing edo
Hmm.
mami ge बहुत टाइम ना कुछ कुछ वीडियो तंग हदा ला मी हम 30 मिनट 20 मिनट very clever. Like I felt so intrigued by that his cleverness to catch that moment. एक like nuances से है कि यानी दो how you like निहाने वाला गो तुम निहा move करा गो तुम. I'll send you a book इन्ना कल sign language the how you understand people's moves दो. मिसाला कमी हैं इधर के हमारे वहाँ के तक कम कर ठीक है.
This is crazily something that I have done. College doors were I was someone who would look at the way people walk. Ekkada varang college balananda. I never thought about it actually pahakang asa, but in college ekkada vagatiki I told you and what antisocial one could have shy for mulene. I could look at me who now kaka. So I used to study this body language. Ikkada miha ko nose gaje hejja megamaniki dogenge bote like kada confident and doubtful like I used to see all these things and actually study people like kada kannu kereti just to see how they are feeling though see how the word like comes together
Yes, the full circle gaje hai though it's like interest in amara.
yeah vara ekkada HR gawulung iros vara gadeng I used to use these ekkada tiny things eka tigota kannu undo ekamaku ekkada body movement ekkada especially dogeng hada kam fahaga kurani ki hinek kama do I used to note
यार कोचिंग सेशन ने गवारा मुहिम मुका में de hama ekane kala coaching session na kandu mera armenga mind bendi lari hodam benu miyam coaching is the tool ekamaku coaching a tool benu ko ke lari hodam benu mi abadu swistan journey should be in groups then like the more you now I can misala kemme miha ka session enga bana gale sate ka dollar okay ekama fasha ganneru ekal 270 rupiya do fasha gati hengosa mi executive coaching e bana ga dewe hamagosa misala ka fasate ka dollar it will vary ekamako eti ekala misabun gossa mihisaba deveni like you have to keep continuously seek misalaka timannaga me coaching session differentiate kurani ki hinatto
how did you actually think of this do you also use the same thing
tibune
these say identify kurang hai when you are taking coaching sessions
yes I do what I do is best more of like kala me whoever comes to me for coaching sessions usually comes because I talk about the religious stuff එක මේ හුඟට approach kurairos bunane me gota video ta balali mati manne ekal help ve devene kan ingeye so I figure out me hege problem huri ki hai sab ko to identify ko so what I do is more of I will use NLP techniques because like I have done NLP master trainer and then also NLP coaching plus the hypnotherapy emekala misala ke anchoring ehedita ekala kudi kudi echi beenu koggen kama coaching session ne boda furatama session ga my abadues intention kabani emi ha ekala religious foundation ngala dinu So that's why people come to me. Mihaya dini gotun kami ti bune deni ti banna mi problem ma detere gadi visnane gote bune deni dini gotun kami hunne. So den devana timana sitarona session ang anna mi hum vejja I will use ekale gota techniques that benon koke. I try to be different. Hemegen ama misalaka you mentioned tado edo kurido calamari carry at the em. Koba difference ki misalaka you have observed my coaching and her coaching. Koba difference ki what did you find?
Marido. I don't even know how to like it was.
You
I
said
think
comments
and
exercise kuri gotu you are not happy mabuda press kuri ye kanne comments cheke.
like me what I found good about her thing I said was the exercises she used, the self-reflection exercises, hama modeling, eyes closed, kola she helps you travel across past, present, future. But ekada eti emotions arise wagon it was really amazing. Though hama you feel that emotion low bandu koggen horaves you start crying because ekada sual kuragotum you immediately feel it. Then about the other thing, I think I said ekada me it felt a bit judgy kanne gado. I felt like she was ekada tankolen nagagen hama okay, ඒති බුණුවම් වෙගෙන්නේ me උලෙනි although I don't actually feel it. So, misalaka okay, if I'm trying to suppress it, deny it, I will feel that discomfort. Ekamako ekala nekkame bunam vi modaguana though how are you gonna but then it feels like okay, ඒති බුණුවම් වෙගෙන්නේ me උලෙනි and then you can feel okay, ඒති බුණුවම් වෙගෙන්නේ me උලෙනි though. Ekala enage e hunna e kuda judgment kada she wants to validate herself kanneg ekada
Vedana.
mune ragal sheba then eti bunan den hama hunnani kanneg like she asked me the same thing hama 2 or 3 times ekada just to see if I tell her what she wants to hear though ekahala
Kene
feel
bedu
like
pizze
I
adu
think that's
inage
good.
agenda adu iwanaketi kurando ene oleni astu. Eti
It's
tayanani
like
like
misalaka it's like misalaka mihang yeah misalaka let's say she realized that I'm an egoistic person yeah misalaka not that she did but misalaka hitangeri okay meena mi ulego to meena mi bulani meena ki egoistic person okay then she will hama in sual kurani do Hemima, are you saying that me this is what happened here? Ikada ego e naf buna vara sual Quran. Okay, naf amillaya okay, this is ego e no. Ehem buna vara sual Quran. Like I don't know. It felt a little bit judgy to me. No, etankol vekani. Eka other than that, it was very nice and very powerful.
Hey, I have like a color twice. I think I sat with her in a coffee. She invited once one day, and I invited one day. Then I got invited. What I realized was the color. Okay, what I know is the correct thing. You cannot say anything otherwise to me. I got that. And ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಬುಡಿ ಮಸತಿ ಅಡುನಾಹ like okay this is the way it should be ತಿವಣ್ಣ ಮಿಯಣ್ಣ ಮಿಯ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಂ ಕಿಯವಿ ಮೇಕಲ್ ಏತಿ ಆದೇವರ but listening skills
ei kannenge tankolakkido that is that thing ekada my way or the highway type of person nek kannenge den ekamako ekada coaching ves eti innani kuda kon ekada asado integrate vefa but at the end I did get really good results from her misalaka neru I was ekada going through that ogre heartbreak though. So she was able to help me to actually put more effort into my work. So I was actually able to be very productive though. So she produces results. Ekamaku ekada mibuna tankolo hamainde though, which is vara an uncomfortable thing to go through.
Yes, yes. Ekala miya uncomfortable nuwe hama misalaka miyadu ekale beli de video ga bes okay bekala misalaka anesoro ena tankole try to ko sualu kolliruwe okay like the person realizes that okay this is it
Ekada ඒනයන් ඒති straight ko බේනුවා කහලා මිහැවීම he didn't seem uncomfortable with it. ඒනයන් වෙස් ඒති හම වර good realization එකක් ආවේ.
Hmm. So what you found good about my session, Naivedya? What was the difference? So I started with.
Did I take a coaching session from you, like a proper coaching session? Whose coaching session though? Ekkalado whose
I
we
think
had
I
like
did
so
one day
long hours. Hmm.
like we did a session contact. Though I was more focused on my coaching session gotuga.
Hmm. I think the fact that you understand the person, though, misalaka, you are not trying to tell me what's right for me. You are not trying to tell me what's wrong for me. You're not trying to change me. Ekada emiha huri gotakang a huri situation nakang accept kura eche you also accept. Which is very
Hmm.
beautiful as for me. Though misalakang ehemi
Hmm.
hekkari danyamo wane gotaki they're trying to mold you and turn you into somebody you're not. Of course, it will produce results, though. Of course, again,
Hmm.
results are not. But at the
Hmm.
end of the day, you will not be yourself. You will not have your own journey. You will not have your own identity. So
Hmm.
I think that's
Hmm.
the reason why I'm sticking with you also for this long because I feel like the best fit for me would be you because misa nafke farato misada kamia do rangalu kuranje tan kore feni danedo. And
Hmm.
you say that in the most subtle way, in a way that I understand. Though you don't say that miharu mimasada fenije mita nagalu kura sherunne then rangalu vanedo. You don't like
Hmm.
assert it. You let me figure it out. You let me get into that spirit, which I think is very beautiful. And it's not something everyone can do. Though most people don't have that kind of empathy, that kind of patience, even though to
Hmm.
actually pull someone. Misalaka, not just me. If I look at Rizuge journey or all those women who you have helped, though, like
Hmm.
you are not trying to change them at all. You just listen to them basically, though,
Hmm.
and
Yes.
you let
I
them
never had
figure
the
it out.
intention of changing. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
which actually makes a huge difference. I think that's the reason why Misalaka end of the day no one is giving you that credit because you never tried to get that credit. You just
Yes.
tried to help them. The
Hmm.
like I think yeah, that's actually the thing. Misalaka, all these
Hmm.
other people are getting credit because they are producing that result. The like you become
Hmm.
this. But at the end of
Hmm.
the day, they're becoming something they might not even want to do.
Yes. Yes.
Then I think
I
and
think the
30,
first
40 years
learning.
down the line, though.
I think the first best coaching strategy I learned was that you cannot change someone
Hmm.
unless the person wants to change. And I try to move, go deep, and help you figure out what is the problem.
And that's
Difference
more
again.
effective too, though. Because that drive becomes very personal also.
Hmm. Hmm. The Mariangakala, Misalaka, when I think of how it goes, because Mariga Kalabara Mari carry that client to one, like people come to me
Hmm.
also. As a Bunanati Maria Komisalaka, I'll give an example of this one lady who was, I think, when we started, she was 29 years. She was not able to get married. She was taking anxiety medication and Maria 5 session naga for she approached me first. Inge? Then I made body for the session guys. Timana Kamaria Komigo the session naga fime. They come by. I want to because Mahakadaka gotung. I feel that you can help me better. I am begin. Timana first session negiros. I didn't see results. Ehembuni. It was sessions
Hmm.
were helpful, but I didn't see the results. I expect to in a Benuvika the results and no phenonym. So I think I took on 8 sessions for the person. Yeah.
Hmm.
Before coming here, Jidda Amuga Kuring, I took 6 sessions. And when I kala airways second inanamia kakimi hon choose kurumung and inanamia kunagiga. So we discuss in each session that okay, keep again to me haki pros and cons with Nami Hurakan take I came here. Jidda as when we went for the me Ekala symposium yaharu mikolo machuga tai so the October viva in the symposium ga hure kol ene message kalli ma buni timanna honeymoon na me di balige. So like
Hmm.
and she stopped the anxiety medication. She is doing well in the job. The mikolo I home was she wanted to switch her bekala vara me change birugannane. So like we had 2 sessions and she decided to stick to her kendeni ki ava she decided to stick to her job. Then egota I think ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಕಿ ಮ್ಯಾರು ಮಿಸಾಲ okay let's say ಹೊರಗಿನ ಮಿ ಹುಣ್ಣ ಬುಣಾನೆ ಮಿಟ್ಟೆ ಪೆನ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಬೇಣು ಕೂಡ the solution itself is the right thing ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ solution ನಕಿ ಮ ಬೇಣು ವಾ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಮೀಗೆ ಕುಂಡಂಜಿ ಹೇಣೆ ಏತಿರಾನ್ ಆವನು ಮಾಡೋ okay this is a tool misaka miti hedima kineng he feel wani esualu kurima you will take it differently eka miti hedima rangalu ane miti hada eti annani
Like
do
aso let's try it tedo to see what happens aso e
Hmm.
tangkolo karne
Mir misalaka mire migadiga miti hadala mahingash. Okay, we did it. You might feel better. So miti gege hadale vidane heye. Ekam miti gege hedi maragalu arne miya toolaki. Okay, it makes all the difference. Do ekadne gecheki. And what I noticed is in coaching sessions, the day that I was sitting with you, you mentioned that a business model like go to get rangal eggadira nimmala vara focused. Aslu I think that's what where it was happening. Ekala emphasize kollag and jawabeng hodala and gossam eggadirutira mi session nimenje like we should reach an out. With me the sessions were misalaka rega the session I would. Emiha buni ena ka gadira shene madukuran because he has a husband she has a husband who is abusive me and then the session went on to 1.5 hours. I will not be a theliganage session nimma I will have no interest. Misalaka varak bohimo coming paying a kalava guteganu halitik I sit comfortable. The person will pay me that. I ask some people to pay additional hour pay kurang I ask some people but other people I will not. Depending, ever go to Modena, okay, that's it. Me hage halata basingudima, like I'll not ask to pay. I got I have your business model like me coaching session na kung income over but I think from day one that was my intention. I'm helping somebody. So if the person gets better, if the person thinks about like okay, me ati bandaga potential about the person will color go and deal anything. The or the difference when I'm very focused on 1 hour. I read in Nero, I think 2018 I read this book. Me not 2008 2020 I read this book kala me psychiatrist hane psychologist kal therapy naga me hako ena life ena hiyadeni inge ena hiyadeni ena budane kala me hon ase ene adi mala bune mi gadi nimmala fa ha fonu alanshe mi uleni like any adimala. So when I listen to that one, I realize, okay, when I do a coaching session, I will never have that intention. Ekala miha liefeni and experience ga tiris angharu and then psychiatrist, psychologist ke gotu go maseke ko any adimala client buna bus. So I thought, no, I will not go into that. My desire is when I sit with somebody, it's like always about transformation. The person should discover that the person has something in them. They should disrupt their tagline inspire, disrupt, transform. So like when you are inspired by my story, my thing, like okay, I will help you discover and disrupt. So the moment you are able to disrupt, you will go on the transformation plan. Yes, my lady royal. These are the small things that I use. You remember the story?
Symposium goes, yeah.
Yeah, here is that bottle. Lady Million. Lady Million. This is my desire to be like me, Surgega, like Ranuga Taj. That did. So what else you have? What other question?
No other questions.
How happy are you with the like process we have followed so far?
Mm, I'm like super happy. The fact that from day one, Furatama ekala free challenge gavis hama niche though, and again identifying that niche, making sure that it's the right one. I think that is very helpful because I don't have to really it feels very fulfilling. Like okay, I have like this type of people to serve. I can help them, a feeling there though. And then also with the posts being consistent, scheduling them, that has also been very helpful. And engagement as though is actually growing my network, which is a little bit scary but good at the same time.
We are
Scary
kita
in the
miyong
sense I got a few more connections, and then group kami haro 41 mi hung karne ka 40 something.
Group edu kurang hama vera strict ko boyend ege hera sualu te henje herne inge try kurati
Hmm.
golden question komme miha ku karim de sehi komme gotuga conversation gendies maserne but ekala guideline ge gotuga eti follow
Hmm.
wanji yama ekala
Yeah.
mi rashkoggen business ke mi gota visna mi haro mi kala gahegge misalu ga balama mero gas mihen hunneiru gahuge muta bimganda vadegen diyawaraka mi gas varugadawan Batche fennang innaga. Eva misalak okay, we have this desire to make $15,000 at the end of 6 months.
Hmm.
Eka ತೆಳಿಗಣೆಗೆಂ ಎಡಿಸಾಯಾಗ ಗೊssa processing ಬೇರೊಂದಿಯಾಮ ವಾಗೊತಕಿ misalaka ದೆಂಗಣ್ಣ ಫಹಾರು ಮಿಗೊತ ಮಿ ತೆಳಿಗಣೆಗೆಂ ಗೊಸ್ಸೇತಿ ನುಕುರೆ ವಿದಾಡ್ ನುಕುರೆ ಉಣೇವ like you will feel more of a failure ಏರು ಯಾಕಮ್ಮ ಮಿಹಾರು ಓಕೆ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ನಾಡಾಫ ಮಿಸಾಕ ಮೇರ ಸೊಪ್ಪತ್ತೆ ಕುರಣಿತ like ವರ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿಕ್ ಕುರಣಿ
Hmm.
free challenge ta hadaga mi hung genessa mi hung kal bar war ko defa when she is ready to sell ekala gannana mi hung tibe wara she is showing ta do ekanne kura kamaki
Hmm.
I think that's it. Okay, tomorrow you should announce your free challenge. You should finalize me aruti me what it me 3 day challenge ga tihingane huriha kantatta. I want you to have it written.
I already did.
Huriha leave do. Okay,
Yeah.
computer hadafa ready ko fa band that
Hmm.
because kala
Computer
me
ga like already ekala Gemini ado hedi like I just retweaked it miss me ato din framework. So I'll just put it
Hmm.
there.
Eti alafa misala ka den activity ve samay reg den activity ta
Hmm.
ves not tan plan neg gota hadafa bandat me or my mentor always this guy says me always be ready to over deliver always kala 200% prepare vacche me or one of the mistakes I do in my classes and everything I do is I don't get prepared. I am so confident that I know it and I make bullshit in the sessions.
Hale.
Some sessions, some speaking classes. Although I have the outline, because I didn't prepare well enough, I will do stupid things in the session. Yeah, anyway, gota nuavara misalaka audience ga tinga kamegge gotum you shouldn't get distracted. Misal, I'll give a very real example. One day I did a training, 2 day training in Minagadini. Furatama nagadini like customer service, like Islamic perspective of customer service customer excellence so people are very engaged and then the second day was about lead without a title leadership second day
Hmm.
maybe gotaki miga gossa jassa I started with me furatama day midaki Islamic perspective I was talking everything about like a religious perspective second day fashafa I started John Maxwell quotes takum Brent Tracy
Hmm.
quotes takum Marshall Goldsmith quotes takum and I saw ekkale emme clahuge engage in participant me workshop
Hmm.
me bude 2 days mane fee hegge corporate training ge wahaka me kiyadene I
Hmm.
da kala emme me clahuga angagada ko fohuri ha chege baveri wege kala var enthusiastic ko baveri we me ha are kala negi madu itam fenijje inge
Hmm.
ekal mina ge mi mood ang ago tum komme sara ka my mood also effect. I said, ane, what is happening ne? Asu kihinen he wane. Puni ma burani ane leadership abe ago tum Islam dino ge bese chenneti he ye kiya dene. And this guy was a kala totally kala ki ke burani ene ge be energy me go ka hangad damala fingota ene ego tuhuri. And it drained my energy hama to the point where I had the lesson plan for the whole kala hatar jahan them, but lunch faho game kudo I finished it. So then mi hum ves mi dias by mi hum ham fashe mi leadership pa bego to mi tiki anti manne men ofi go mi ti kongo te kang ye play one to that level. It distracted me so much. When you are very ready, distractions you will be strong enough not to give up and whatever comes to deliver. These things comes with practical experience only. So okay, so the tasks I'm giving you, let's list it out so that I want. One more thing I wanted to tell. Me LinkedIn ga work kurairo mi philosophy benum kurashe. So I am just like a screen. Kongadi enough post to the automatic of any.
Normally 8 and every 2 days 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Eti tankole lunch gadi adimako ane den future ga hadairo miharo mi feneta my screen.
Also ekala miss tibuni framework ekala project kudido kiyadu
hook problems and strategy
hook problem solution then engagement and research though.
Okay, so me radam vi gote ki furatama kamaka LinkedIn ga post kura gadi ane bar jahaira hadala misal around a time inge then LinkedIn nechi ta mi bunani mi haro like I have been listening to several LinkedIn ga work kura ka mi hon caring mi bunani schedule no kurashe if you want to grow it schedule no kurashe kama hada for content ready ko for batashe misalaka you have 20 days ke content ready ko eti ready ko for bandashe kama eti schedule no kurache mer schedule kuri ma vibagota ki you schedule it and you just forget about it. If you want to grow your network kaamyabu ko network grow kram beno vejje kamuga vejjamo egotan nahada ready ko for bandashe misaka ready kurado ekamaku eka post kurani eduahaku egadi egge. So basically the idea is you actively engage do ema LinkedIn ga mi hada gota ke mi humi bunede framework ki mi ar post kurani misalaka baragadi bag kamuga vejja you are posting 30 minutes before inge ega mane ki 30 minutes before the post you comment on other people's posts. Engage ega mane ki react ko fa comment korangi mi honge post taka me 30 minute kore then me you post your post kollafa misalaka me like de mi hum vesti beneta do again you spend another 30 minutes to engage with people misalaka mi haru alla fasha ganne rak nobody will run react to your thing eti engage no one ekam yang mi ehme me eti mi balani eti mi hum engage kurakamu go veja you directly respond to them comment coffee am avahange mi hon comment reply koffa also go in and again engaging with other people's posting yaru mige mi hen hedi ma mi wagota ki basically you are spending 1 hour there mar posting ani kuri ready ve fata रेडियो फेडने हमें कने गडी पोस्ट कोल्लानी दा 30 मिनिट कमेंट कोल्लीमा वागोते कि मिसाल मिस गेच नफास कमेंट कोल्लीमा मिस ऑटोमेटिकली कमेंट कुरम बेडम वानेता एहेविमा आई विल बी कमेंटिंग ऑन टू इट एहेविमा एकला नफ कमेंट कोल्लीमा दैट मीन्स आई एम एक्टिवली एंगेज इन द प्रोसेस के तेरेगा मी वागुते बेनी in the when you post ekala I will be obliged to post to your thing as well Ingono tabi buneti. Den miha dagotaki misalaka post kurima e post miha ku engage wakamu ga vejjiyamu post miha ku, so that means when you post somebody comment me comment you should immediately egadi ga jawabu deshe egadi respond kurashe then miha ku like ko react ko hadafi kamu ga vejja you immediately go to their ekala inbox of gosa bunashe ekala framework ga ingati thanks for engaging with my post. If you engage one Feshima, you would know who are the people you should be asking to go into your group, who should you not ask. Misalaka, let's me, say I'm the expert here. Misaka, like I make millions. So you wouldn't be inviting me to your group. But then you will be going and following like people who are commenting on my post. Basically somebody who wants to grow like me. Group invite kuran. You know this person fits your niche. Group kuran expert group
group kati behus bekaru miho.
Hey?
Because I added no message for no alafa.
Like these people support their then like my mentor, this Singapore guy, she says misalaka me group ga engage no abay ko tibikam ga sero ngami beru kollashe. Like every 3 months you remove the people who are not actively engaging in who are not reacting to your post. Because your group ki aslu ekala mi ki ke bunani me cold contact me kiani people you don't know. Like kuritive any invitation you are asking the person to come and join your group. So you basically want me kala donkofa kalagahe falwa henge gas falwa gen ene fendigen eti donkofa hunu kolla okay hot contact ka warm contact ka hada you want to sell to this person. That's the purpose of the group. Okay? Engage nuwa group utere engage nuwa miha eki somebody who is not interested to like me abades isna idea me gotta me you have a you are focusing on a niche and a niche me
Let me take my charger. Yes.
okay tika mi muna mo komba kami dek okay group ka tibe mi honge wahaka do group ka mi tibe ni ka cold contact ko warm contact ka mi homi badal kurani badal kofa e warm contact ekani ekalla wikkeni eka nudanna miha ku danna miha kan hada fakuridor ki men research ge wahaka ena mi budani somebody will buy you after interacting with you for 7 to 11 times. You are interacting with the person 7 to 11 times interact koffa vikkamme masekke kurani ena gatas nu gatas masalenne ekala rangalu nisha focus koggen e nishge mihun group genessa e mihun tibikamuga vejja megamane ki if you ask the golden question me group vannani only your nishge mihun.
I'm listening.
Oh, video is off. Where are you?
Yeah, that is the hard.
Okay. Gotaina bude fennani e group ga 3 months kolla actively engage no amiha beru kollan because you know your niche problem amiha golden question na jawabu di fe inkamu ga vejja you know emihaki yonish ge mihakkan anekkolun emiha karing e bahanta den innane golden question ga fahatu ga inna suwale e suwalu ga bunani how soon do you want to solve this problem ega mane ki emiha ki actively a problem menage golden question ge anne jawab e problem solve kuram beenum wa mi so you know the person is in your niche kan do ema mi linkedin ga post kurairu mi strategy follow kurama hinga when I did this strategy me ege kuri post inge because I miti test kuram wegen I did then what I did was me kuri those I think I mentioned to you kannenge mi haru ehem mi hunge echissa go and like read of wes kal expert mi hunge echi hoda fe mi hunge wahaka yuva post takuga liashe so what I did was hinga eti balama what I did I wanted to show you eti I'm just me proven frameworks the I'm tested inge me post wa inge so me post ane courier what I did was I watch ane me YouTube video e balaf YouTube video ga emiha kiya ding eti so I take this guy this person who talk on YouTube channel ga enage dekki wahaka I take kolla enage action I did inge mer ene tegu kollima the first guy who commented on my post was him you see here the guy itself ena comment kuri then me then anekamaki e ena kuri post ga ini indirectly like the thing I talked about behe gotung eti mention wakala post me I'll show you me hung haye kiafa me support in small accounts will not hurt your LinkedIn reach like he talked about this and I posted it ಈಗ bag adir and neru post gaini we get and I did you see his comments number of 2256 comments on his post and 3523 people so what we have to believe is we are starting small we are nobody but we have a plan plan guidance follow do it consistently do it strategically and our roots will grow as well eti believe ko but I want you to hamame mind prenya gatere gauler vara I know you are eager to make your $15,000 I'm also eager to make my $80,000 eagerness if we drive and do the crazy things like what will happen is like what happened with me okay DSS hige debechu hingala timmana bechal libuni de kudin tin kudin hatar kudin libuni miharu mi bechuga mekala divas de timmi hontibi so e strategy work and nokure ehemegen ka proven strategies taka even LinkedIn posting gas misalaka my the program I paid ega neither LinkedIn strategies that guy talks about Facebook but I wanted caring kia again I'm doing it another thing mer enage tegu kolla fehedima mi vigotaki you see the number of comments in this one inge like people started commenting enage followers not my followers enage followers comment kuri and what I did was I went on to individual me click kuri I think this is the most number of people misalaka mi gota business agule kahala post coffee kamuga the maximum number of people who have so far like my post 39 people inge I went into individual each person's and I mane either I misalaka mi haya LinkedIn ga inna gotum mane comment coach message no phone wena directly do komme mi haka So directly message no phone emihage account gossa emihage page komme sekechaka I commented. Ena hada hori comments postaka. If message phone horiha emen I send the message. This is like just come on. Miren, you see, May 20. I was commenting hama. Comment to phone I commented. Me message kure message kolla focus message no kure I made sure that ege atiba thiris ammi hunge echa I engage ka. Even I send a message to you as well. You saw my message ta? Eh? You've given a like. Okay, you saw it. That's what happened. Inge, you're on mute.
I said thank you kaya kuroti a message ka misrefy.
I don't care about those things. Yeah.
I always like those are the first things I notice. Kameka, it's a badwa forty, I will notice one.
That's okay, but my time was like my target was a bag terega me framework me benu kurido mire me kiyadim framework me benu kuri. So what I'm doing is me okay, so it's like before posting 30 minutes, I go and comment on to people, and then I post, and then I engage with 30 minutes one day. So within this 30 minutes, my intention is to reach out to maximum people. I told you I got 2 leads today. They might not buy it. Something I'm lacking is the connections. So my intention is a connection build. Like somebody who was in with me in a project, he wants to start in Middle East. Personal interest Middle East meet call message good I never respond to a person who says, okay, we are though there was a guy who says, I would like to meet you. And a WhatsApp number, WhatsApp first message. I never responded.
Why?
I don't know. Kala,
You should take
business
heart.
mind. Business mind like okay, business sell I'm not interested. That was my framework.
Yeah, but it's always a good thing to listen to people like negative opportunity come with there.
Yeah, I'm so egoistic. Like when I analyzed what was happening.
Go and no like
Ego and Mihaku message kolla Fatimanda Mikolanga Bandame online commute to kolla vidan hey for a minute bag at your bunim. I was not willing to give the person that type. I didn't even care to like say hi to the person.
I wouldn't say it's ego though. Maybe like you weren't interested. Maybe you didn't think that it was needed for you though.
Yeah, I had all those thoughts. Misalaka business perspective business kami budani connection build kollash ene misalaka ene ayko physically ene ayko coffee kadang hare bas vinama I could have at least have a photograph ta my social media ka post kura.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, you can still try though.
Yeah, finally. Congrats. Now you can access and ad revenue sharing and more. You can now earn from ad revenue, YouTube Premium and more. Dewdrop TV, you have unlocked. Finally.
You
Yesterday
can
I was
earn.
eh?
Now you can earn from Dewdrop TV though.
Ekala huddali buni adikiriya.
No.
Hudda kiriya. Abune day before yesterday I got 1,000 followers. Kuri sure number of hours somewhere fini. Number of hours somewhere for me are 6,000, 7,000 hours kannenge last 365 days terega 4,000 hours. I think you are curious. November kannenge ti hamavej. I told you that I hamavima I kala subscribers Facebook geti me kare buni me subscribe no kuri ma I got fed up. I kept it and then I was not doing it. And then we TikTok pasha TikTok ka tangkol engagement rangalu ima I just okay emima your thing LinkedIn ga mi schedule la mi gota kurani your all of your posts should be ane niche inge niche gule gotum niche ge mi haru mi gota visnani mi your niche ki exactly you should know your niche very specific niche mi haru mi niche ga do they have a problem to solve do they have a problem to solve? Emi hong solve mo geng ule problem ma ki ko ba ye. Emi a problem ma detere each of your post should be so ekala Google ko search kuri men do I send you a report kannege. Gemini hada din report.
Yes.
Gemini hada din report ko honnane emi hong ge hore pain points ta. So each of your pain post should be about one pain point and then me how to solve that pain. That's your solution. Though. This one pain, how to solve it with your product or how to solve it. Then mige visnamvi kamaki anek kamaki when you are doing this one, you don't have any clients up to now. A client and netima instead of ekala nukurumuge badalga you write in your profile, document in your journey. Misalaka timannage mi learn kura timanna meni kame meni bayka hive dem vegenne mi uleni I'm documenting my journey. Mi abe video phone walden inge mi topic mi gota ka document kuruma be ko to mi hako grow kori mi hako enage kiya di favori I'll send you. So what I did was me example the base ko game what I did was kalanisha me this is what I did. Screen full of inna ko me close ko rakhnu chana screen 2 screen 3 okay. So my target is I help new entrepreneurs, coaches to reach their first figure with high ticket offers. 10,000 first 5 figures 10,000 in 5 figures. First 10,000 na isa badanshe emi haka kodde gotaki high ticket offers coaching, speak and train in me field ge chigwa. Then what I wrote, I share in my learnings as I strive for 6 figure. So what I'm doing is, I'm not a 6-figure coach yet. I'm trying to become a 6-figure. I post curiosity I wrote. I know this will have a negative impact. Can I reach 6 figures? 6 figures already reach target point I become. Because they will try to sell me their products. Like I am aware about that. I wanted people to have to be curious. Can I reach 6 figures? I got the sualima ka jahalima mihunne. So mihen jahala for then I am talking about komme post so I kurido post I wrote about the growth text ge wahaka do. So this one, I wanted to include this concept to mindfulness, nourish mindset. Meet include kuram benum vati concept ke growth text introduce kodifa. Like now I am saying me araharing growth text ki because you don't know ignorance text ge badalga himi ko use ko word evima enage term benum no kuram I created my word. So it's my thing, though. Like I have somewhere I do this. Invention ban like you can see it from my wall as well. Mindita inventa mitanga. Emima komme kame curious. Mia koche hadafenda anonymous. I will think of okay. Miti hanna hedani kinen heye. Aharinge mige version na ki ko ba heye. I'll try to do that. Yeah. Emima eti I kala ignorant text ke waha commenta waha kadekki mo okay. I created my own thing. Growth text. So I'm talking about the growth text, and I said, me first to avoid growth text, I have been learning from experts for 6 figures to reach 6 figures. I said that there. हमारे का इसमें मैं दिल्ली उन्हें posters वाला me. I believe in the power of coaching. Instead of making my ego proud, I choose to avoid growth text and did session with you. So I'm talking about my desire to reach the me 6 figures, and I'm talking about growth text and my kala kiya me and I'm talking about only 6 figures ka. I'm talking about how to like documenting my journey of me how to make 6 figures ka. Egota niche very specific me call learning. So your things also, what I want you to do is whenever you are doing, you write a color at me, go and check my page and at the sample like a balag and try to copy it. Okay, then like you are on test, copy try to do whatever I'm doing. You are following a model and you then try to do whatever like I'm trying to do. So documenting my journey, Jahafa, then whatever you are trying to do. Then kala furatama group of me hunne ehi terivede unima you can say I have made this, I've helped this number of people egota you can do documenting my journey ema komme post eggaves e post kiyami ha ingenje hene nafakiti mikan create kurang ule mi hekkan ehen ingunima ekala support kodde mi hun war ginanti bene egota ekan ingunima because they know like you are somebody kamilleyan echitake ufeddumu ga badaga mitanu kiyevi echegge wahaga kam midakkani like this person wants to grow, so how can I help egota help them benu ba mi hunti ben inge. Okay, so that change aiko me LinkedIn ga post in me kommedo haku me ar post ennu kuranto kommedo post kurevenata in the future ga at least 3 months varu kendo ema mi kommedo haku kurakamuga vejjamu mi misalaka follow kolla mi haftaiku mi 4 days you will talk about me your niche directly niche me problem not 4 days 3 days kiya 3 days ke what you will do is you will be talking directly about the problem and a solution to their problem. Okay, problem and a solution devana kamaki ane 2 days ka mer thi field ga mer mi hunti benata creative kantatak of whatever you are in the field misalaka mi bayako mi kankuri bayako misalaka Nike mi kame coffee Adidas mi kame coffee so eti a news genasa news sa behego to mi university graduation hingafi hingiru mi gen fenuni mi kame ke so you are talking about mi kalabuna hen mi general affair kente yakani general news kamaka be trending kantat okay trending is the word inga trending niche ge hinga trending kantat what is happening in the niche you can google tado then ane one day ga mi tina hados mi one okay mi one day ga kuram vi kamaki you talk about your personal experiences kala misalaka mi resort neru dimavi kame no it should be like giving people enough information about yourself to for people to understand your authentic you get with then in though I want you to do a gratitude post gratitude post to hama like from your childhood fashigan gosami ha hisaba you can pick one person every week misalaka okay take Shahina and why you are grateful for me what I have done to you if you have a photo of you and me you can post a photo of you and me misalaka Afif me Antogasim or Rizu or anybody or like your mentors in different offices different resorts takugati work kuri no ta parent na ko mamme aiko bappe aiko You just vlog in. People will see that you are authentic, you are real, you are interested in the field, and also you are sharing your journey. Yeah. Is this doable?
Yes, doable.
Doable. Okay. So let's go this much. Then we have iturati kurakamaki. You will announce your program announcement. Me over prepare yourself for this one. Over prepare yourself. Ki individual huriha bahenge tanga dakkan je huriha bahe, it should be documented. I want you to. Then me create your final offer, paid offer. Paid offer. Egamane ki me tindo hoga challenge hime nime rinnanje hani challenge terega meti ulan kuraneta. Paid offer ulan kurang eti ready wefa. Then me get total coursework ready wefa innanje. So these are the things like me coursework egamane ki puratama weekend ga hadani mi iche mi tangi me nani mi activity ye mi tang dakkani mi wahake mi example le beno kurani ha avara detail ko. Any questions?
Nope.
Time libena tami a lot of work anikavs.
I mean, what am I doing other than staying home?
You are staying home, but you are not. Are you doing enough? Do you feel that you are doing enough?
Oh, sometimes.
Sometimes, though. Every day, I'm disciplined. As I said, it's not overworking yourself. It's not chasing like hustling. It's like I'm very disciplined for this 3 hours. I'm within on the LinkedIn journey. I'm on the LinkedIn journey, and I give my 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, right? Jimma gosa fennura mindias. Jamara la dogu tunu yer. Jim
Oh
Jim ni mala
God.
fade uni. Jim ni mala fade uniru. Hasgadi bang hagadi bang me the Jimmoti. And I know her behavior. She will start at 6:40, 5:45. Any of Kishunir Hasgadi size 5. Then one hour session nimunur 6:45. As I was dead hungry. Because I am like trying to as much as possible me carb the cook kamendro I didn't eat rotting and batenno kahuri me varang nikal over hungry over. As a kagging namadus kolan vagutum having a break and like I gave you a task and took a break. Okay.
Okay.
So all the best. Let's do this. Believe in yourself that this will happen. In the first challenge, like in my first challenge, only 1%, 2% came up, but I don't worry about it because we are in the process. We are working on with the proven process. So it will work. What time is, we don't know. Okay.
Yes.
And get ready for my next question. I want you to go deep into now. Ask me with deep questions and let me like try kore.
It's good practice to practice on someone like you. Like you have done so many coaching programs and you're like the mentor.
That's what
It
I
might
said.
actually be fun.
That's what I said. The CEO level coach like that's the first thought. I'm giving you the
Yeah.
opportunity. Okay,
Fun.
bye. Good night.
Good night.